Hey, what's up? I wanted to do a quick devlog for Xark, this roguelike slash RPG for the Vive I've been working on. Mostly I wanted to talk about Locomotion, which is something that seems to be on a lot of testers' minds, and I felt like it deserved more of a classic devlog than just kind of showing off me playing the game. So we just added this. There's 3 forms of locomotion in the game now. There's the classic arm swinger. There's the fairly classic kind of trackpad slide, where moving your hand around on the trackpad makes you slide in that direction. And there's the trackpad blink, which is what I'll start with, which is a little bit different, and I haven't seen in a lot of games. So the blink is like our version of the teleporting, but instead of throwing a box 20 or 30 feet forward and not knowing where you're gonna go or land and kind of losing all sense of scale, what this does is, where you point the controller, it's going to teleport you, 3-4 feet forward, and fade out between each teleport. So the idea here is you get the advantages of teleportation, where you get 0 motion sickness and everything feels really good, but you have it with a lot more immersion than if you were, throwing the box forward. You still know where you are generally, and kind of what everything looks like, and nothing's gonna pop out and surprise you. So this is how that looks. It is based on controller direction, so I can look sideways and track where that object's going. Yeah, I'm very happy with this style. It definitely avoids motion sickness, which is the whole point of it. So the next new style is the trackpad slide. So this is also based on controller direction. Essentially, where you touch on the trackpad determines the direction you're going to move, and it's also going to look at the controller's rotation when it decides which direction you're moving. So if I hold forward on my trackpad and point the controller forward, I'm going to move forward. If I hold forward and point the controller sideways, I'm going to move sideways. Or if I point the controller forward and hit sideways on the trackpad, I'll move there, so you can see that. And then holding forward, and that's going sideways. It's a pretty classic implementation. It seems to work well. I don't feel super sick using it, which normally badly implemented trackpad locomotion just does me in. Lastly, I have the arm swinger style movement. So this is, you grip the grip buttons on the Vive and swing your arms, and that propels you forward. The only difference from kind of the common arm swinger style locomotion is I'm using an idea that Crytek came up with, which is if you look sideways and swing forward, it's going to slow you down a lot. So the idea is here, if somebody's like kind of being a looky-loo and glancing up at the ceiling or glancing down at the ground, they're not surprised by how far they've moved, especially because the movement can be a little bit lurchy. I've definitely found that this is very helpful in avoiding motion sickness. Yeah, those are the 3 locomotion styles. Outside of that, I'm doing a big graphics overhaul and trying to kind of make things look a lot more visually interesting. And then after that, we'll probably be out on Steam in the next week or 2. Let me know if you have any questions or like other styles of locomotion that you think should be implemented, and I'll give them a look. But so far, these 3 have made me very happy. Yeah, let me know.